Sigh. Hey Alphaboos. Amberlynn is back with another depressing mukbang. Before we dive into the video, can we talk about the thumbnail? There's no way Amberlynn can say she's not trolling with this kind of thumbnail where she is piling food into her face. It seems like an attempt to make both the feeders and the haters react. But, as we have seen lately, Amberlynn is the self-professed troll queen, so I doubt she'd deny that's what she's trying to do here. It is amazing that she is so open about this kind of behavior, like it is something to be proud of, even buying herself a crown. And yet still does not take accountability for her role in creating the toxicity in her online community. Also, do you see how dark her knuckles are? It would not surprise me if she has purposely used a thumbnail where they are very visible. That's the level of trolling we are experiencing. The thought of using your own health as clickbait is extremely disturbing.
Alright, today we have a mukbang. We have some delicious chicken ramen with some chicken sausage.
The alphabet tries to eat clean most of the time but occasionally eats processed stuff like packet ramen, usually if I'm either too tired or too busy to cook. I've never microwaved ramen from a packet and thought this is delicious. Because it just isn't. It's kinda goopy and salty, and the only benefit of it is convenience, not deliciousness. Ramen made well is a totally different story, but that's not this. Amberlynn does not have the excuse of being too busy to cook. She could have made a delicious ramen soup topped with non-processed meat like duck breast or pork belly rather than sausage, and some beautiful fresh vegetables, maybe a boiled egg for protein. The problem is that Amberlynn does not actually take joy from food. From eating maybe, but not from food. She doesn't care about what she eats.
I saw these in the store like a hot minute ago.
A hot minute presumably meaning about 2 years ago, since that was the last time Amberlynn went into a store. Her fear of COVID is so bad that she let someone from New York, aka a concrete petri dish, stay in her apartment straight off a plane, aka a flying petri dish, whilst forcing Becky to quarantine.
I've had them for a while. I wanted to try them in a video. Pickled baby corn. So, I love pickles, which is pickled cucumbers.
Well, shit me and call me Elvis, that is brand new information.
I have recently discovered that I like pickled onions.
Pickled onions are really tart. Do you American Gauls have pickled eggs? They hit. They're good in a packet of smashed up crisps. Don't come at me saying I'm as bad as Amberlynn for food combinations, lol. You gotta try the pickled egg and crisp thing.
Okay, smells so good.
Does it not just smell like vinegar, lol?
Oh my god, I'm excited. Okay.
In the deepest hour of the night, confess to yourself that you would die if you were forbidden to literally gasp after eating a pretty unexciting food. Look deep into your heart where it spreads its roots, the answer, and ask yourself, must I literally gasp after eating a pretty unexciting food? Pretty sure that's Rilke. Do you think Amberlynn has ever read Rilke? Anyways.
Oh yes. Okay, 10 out of 10 recommend.
Should we call a doctor or a priest?
They're so good. Okay, I do recommend these.
Is anyone else upset that there's a perfectly good fork just sitting there and yet Amberlynn put her fingers in the jar?
They're not as like Like, you know how pickles, like some people can.
Oh, so we are just literally moving on without wiping the fingers. No napkin, no kitchen roll, not even a subtle dress wipe under the table, not a lick, nothing.
I'm actually going to a friend this weekend, which I'm super excited about. The thing is, I'm doing daily weigh-ins. So it's like, do I bring my scale with me?
Who are these new friends who don't want to be on camera? Do you think they are people wifey is meeting? Or maybe Eric and Ricky, but they don't want to be filmed anymore? It's mysterious, but I don't think anyone is as intrigued as Amberlynn wants us to be. Anyway, it's probably a good thing if Amberlynn is making new friends. The problem is that they're likely wifey's friends, and yet again Amberlynn's only friends are those of her girlfriends. If she had her own friends, she wouldn't constantly leap from relationship to relationship.
Thumbs up if you guys remember me making the ramen with the chicken sausage before, but it was more soupy with like lots of broth. And I was like, I did that. I did that.
So it is 9 o'clock and I'm about to make my next meal. I'm gonna make a ramen with one of these blazing buffalo chicken sausage. I honestly love these. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one, I'm gonna cut it up and then cook it on the stove. And then I'm gonna cook this on the stove and put some seasonings, probably some tapatio, and then I'm gonna put this in there. I'll show you when it's completed.
So we're gonna do a broth moment first, which is like my favorite part, let's be real.
Oh man.
I did that. I did that. Sorry if I'm breathing a little heavy. My nose is feeling pretty stuffy right now. Are allergies normal this time of year? I don't know. I woke up with a super stuffy nose. So me chewing with my mouth closed is making it to where almost impossible to breathe out of my nose since it's stuffed up. Can't breathe out of my mouth because I'm chewing with my mouth closed. So if I sound like it's because my nose.
If you're experiencing a blocked nose and difficulty breathing, shouldn't you be taking a COVID test before going to a friend's house just to be on the safe side? And given that Amberlynn is extremely clinically vulnerable, I'd be taking a test anyway if I was her and filling my body up with nutrients rather than processed food. Our girl needs all the vitamins she can get.
This is like honestly such a good meal right now. You guys are probably like, what the hell, this is so random.
Ramen is so quirky and random, y'all. Muting the eating noises for your benefit. The alphabet has your back, booze.
Y'all. Not all of you. Just like a handful. Come up with the craziest like rumors and conspiracies about me. I'm over here just like, what? I think the most frustrating is people like telling me how I feel.
Where?
It's been happening a lot during my Snapchat Q&As. Or like telling me my thoughts.
The alphabet has seen compilations of Amberlynn's recent Snapchat Q&A, and I don't remember there being any questions that assumed the way she thinks or feels. And anyway, a question is not a rumor or a conspiracy. Current rumors surrounding Amberlynn include that she is faking weigh-ins, that her current girlfriend is wifey, that there is more than one person living with her, that she is doing mukbangs because she is low on cash, that she lives in an apartment designed for wheelchair users, and that she is photoshopping body shots. Some of that is speculation, some of that we have hard supporting evidence for. But what does any of it have to do with her thoughts and feelings?
I'm just like, you don't even know me. What do you mean?
Girl, you've been oversharing on the internet for the best part of 10 years and you have very little self-awareness. We know you better than you know yourself.
So we're done with that. Anyways,